Okay, so in my game, I have this map grid here where if you click on play for any of these maps, it opens up another scene with the map that you chosen loaded up. So uh, the question is, I guess, how am I doing this? Because I'm passing in data between scenes. So here is one way to do it. Just note that this is not the only way. This is just one way that I figured out. So I have something called a map bridge in my main module here. So for those who don't know what a main module is basically where you initialize the Korge settings and stuff. For example, the background color, size, a bunch of different settings. And basically in our async injector.configure thing, this is where you can specify for the injector how you can or how it will create these various scenes. So the way that Korge does it is that it has you use these like mapping methods. So there's map singleton, map prototype, and basically it uses the type of the object that you create to find out what you're trying to reference when you create it. And it's a bit of magic, but you don't really need to worry about it. So just note that I have a map bridge here, and basically a map bridge is just a simple object with a field that contains a game map. And I initialized it with an empty 10 by 10 game map just so that I don't have to deal with nullability. And I made it so that when it tries to create these scenes or load these scenes, it will always pass in the same map bridge to any of the scenes that need it. So for my game here, I have a map bridge from for the map viewer scene, and then you can also see that the map bridge is also used in the game scene here. So if we look at the game scene and see where this is being used, you can see that the game map is actually being loaded from this map bridge here. Alright, so if we look into the map viewer scene, you can actually see here that I actually didn't use it. So what I did was I used a global event bus, and I passed through this play map event, which also stores a game map. And then this is referenced somewhere where it's registered. So I have it referenced in the root scene. And in the root scene, when it loads up or when it gets the play map event, it modifies the map bridge so that in the game map, for the game map field, it will override it with the game map that's loaded in the event itself. And then afterwards, it does a push to, so it changes the scene to the game scene. And that's when it starts loading things up. It goes into the scene init, and that's how it knows what game map to load up. Alright, so yeah, that's basically how it works. Let's go ahead and run it so that you can see it in action yet again. Right, so here we are in the map viewer scene. When we click on play, it's going to pass through the play map event to the global event bus. And then from the global event bus, it passes through the map to the map bridge. And then it loads up the game scene. Alright, so we click play, and yeah, that's how it does it. Alrighty, I think that is basically it. There was a question on the Discord asking whether or not you can pass through views. And I think you might be able to do that as well. Maybe so instead of a game map, you would, for example, have a solid or have whatever view you want to pass through. For example, solid rect. And then maybe you can reference the view and then load it into whatever scene you have. I think that might work. I haven't tried it myself. I've just tried it with plain old data classes. I haven't tried it with views themselves. So you'll need to test that out. Alrighty, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.